Hi and welcome. I'm so glad you're here. This is a gentle year of preschool learning through play at home. It's a play-based preschool curriculum created by me. I'm a reading specialist, early childhood educator, and mom. If you've been wanting to support your child's learning at home, but you don't want rigid schedules, long lessons, pressure, you are in the right place. This curriculum is designed for toddlers and preschoolers and focuses on learning through play. It supports early literacy, phonics, early math, fine motor, gross motor, creativity, social emotional skills, life skills, music, and outdoor play, all in a way that feels doable and flexible for real-time families. You won't find long lesson plans or expectations that your child sits still. You'll find simple activities, nice clear guidance, permission to move at your child's pace. Some days you might do one activity, some days you might do more, some days you might skip it all together, and that's okay, even some weeks. But each week, let's go ahead and take a look at week number 2. Each week includes a weekly theme, so I like to check out library books that connect to that theme. Each one includes play-based activities across key developmental areas, simple directions, and a clear skill focus without any pressure or overwhelm. Everything is meant to work together, but nothing has to be completely done exactly how I wrote it. It doesn't need to be done perfectly. It's very flexible. It's why I created it. I created this for my own daughter. So how to set it up? First, you download the curriculum, and many families like to print 1 week at a time or a few weeks at a time. I like to do a few weeks at a time and keep them in the back. You can keep them in a binder for easy access. You can keep it digital, folder, however you think it works best. I like a binder, and I like to add my daughter's finished artwork or projects, and it kind of is going to create a little time capsule. When it comes to using it, the important thing to remember is you do not need to do everything. Each week is designed so you can choose 1 or 2 activities and you just kind of follow your child's lead. A lot of times my daughter will take an activity and completely take it in another direction, and that's the fun part. Remember, learning is going to look like just talking, playing, building, moving, exploring, asking questions at this age. It's not going to look like sitting down and doing worksheets. Each week does include some optional worksheet-like pages. My daughter's not a big fan of them, but I did include them just because some kids like the idea of doing a worksheet, but they're not necessary. They're just an additional thing that I added because some kids like them. And it's not about checking all of the boxes. It's about the connection with your child. Some weeks are going to feel amazing. Some are going to be kind of messy. Both are part of the learning. It's just important to remember that more learning happens when things are feeling relaxed and playful. A lot of times we'll start an activity and my daughter will take it in a completely different direction, and that's like the fun part. I love to see where she takes it. Any finished activities, I do like to put back in the binder, and it kind of is creating this cool little time capsule of our learning journey, which I think is really cool. And again, you don't need to teach any lessons. It's talking, it's asking simple questions, it's describing what you see, it's wondering things out loud. Learning happens naturally through conversation and play, which is so important at this age. And your preschool time might be 1 minute, all the way up to 15 minutes, just depending on the activity, the engagement of your kid, and the age of your kid too. But both are perfect. Short and consistent is way more important than long and structured. So some days are going to feel magical. Some days are going to feel a little busy and messy and you're not going to get anything done. If a day doesn't go as planned, that's fine. Come back tomorrow. You don't need to do preschool perfectly for it to be meaningful. And just remember, you are the parent your child needs. And I'm really excited you are investing in their early development. Like, this is huge. This is just so exciting, and I'm excited you are here. Hi and welcome. If you're feeling excited but also a little unsure about starting preschool at home, I want you to know that's completely normal. This curriculum was created to make starting feel simple and gentle and doable. So go ahead and let's plan a week with me. My daughter and I are on week 21. So the theme for next week is farmer's market. I went to the library and we checked out books on seeds and growing things and plants, and I put them in a book basket, and it just gets her excited all week. We read books about these themes. Last week we did the letter I. So I have my I poster and our I alliteration poster, and I'm gonna go ahead and put these in her alphabet binder, which includes all of the letters, posters, and the alliteration sentences that we've already done, and it just kind of keeps them all together. I put this in her book basket as well, and she can look at it and we can recall all the letters we've already done and the silly alliteration sentences, which she really loves. Each week has all of the areas of development and nice little check boxes if you're like me and you like to check off activities. If my daughter really likes an activity, I'll put a star next to it so I remember, hey, this was one that really kept her attention. She absolutely loved it, and we can go back to it. Some activities kids absolutely love, and other ones, maybe it's not too much of a hit. It just totally depends on the kid. Each week also has a big focus. So our letter this week is F. Our number this week is 17. And the math concept is sorting and classifying. So the math concept for the beginning part of the curriculum are the different shapes. We start with the different shapes, and then it moves into math concepts like sorting and classifying and patterns and measuring and things like that. Here's the activity names and really simple directions on what each activity is. They're very simple activities. Most of them you don't even need anything for. If you do need stuff for it, it's mostly stuff that is found around the house. And then each week you get a weekly poster. This is one that I put on our main learning board. I keep her learning board over her little snack table, and this is usually when I introduce new concepts to her while she's eating snack, and it's just really fun and playful. So I laminate this one, put that on her board. I'll also laminate the alliteration sentence and put that on her board. We say this silly sentence when she's having snack all throughout the week, and she just thinks it's absolutely hilarious, and then by the end of the week she has it memorized. A full-size letter poster and a quarter-size letter poster is included. A number poster, the math concept poster, so this week is sorting, and then there's shape posters for all the shape weeks. Any materials that are needed for any of the lessons are also included. Some have more than others. Again, most you don't even need anything extra. And then there are two worksheet-like activities, a coloring page and a color it page. For kids that do like worksheets, sometimes like a kiddo might have an older sibling and want to do school like their brother or sister. My daughter is not a fan of these, so we usually don't do them, but they are included because some kids truly do like them. When you start your week, look at the activities and maybe choose one or two per day. At the beginning, I kind of just went down the row. If we were playing outside, I looked at the outdoor activity before we went outside and I was like, okay, that would be fun. Maybe we were needing to get out some bigger movement, so I looked at the gross motor activity. Now she actually likes to point to different ones, and she's like, I want to do this one, and then we do that activity. You don't need to read ahead or prep anything at once. I hope this gentle preschool curriculum brings ease and confidence and joyful learning into your home. Thank you so much for being here and for choosing a play-based, child-centered approach to early learning. Please reach out if you have any questions on how to use it.